Hey everybody, it's Courtney. I wanted to make a quick video today about content creation. Um, we talk a lot about content at Dandelion Branding, and I kind of wanted to take a moment just to kind of stress why it is that we talk about it so much and why it's so important for brands to be creating regular content. And I think it's important for a few reasons. Not only is content a way for you to build a connection with your audience because it is something that is going to be unique to your brand, and it's something that is going to give people a little bit more insight into what's going on with your brand, maybe what you're thinking about, what your team might be experiencing, things that are outside of the products that you sell, but things that are absolutely relatable to your audience. It creating regular content gives your brand a voice in a way that other platforms perhaps don't. Ads don't really give you much of a voice. A website does a little bit, but not in a way that really creates that genuine connection with your audience. Um, Creating regular content allows for you to stand out from your competition. Honestly, a content strategy is such a phenomenal way for you as a company to be able to beat your competitors. You might not be the only person in the world selling what you're selling, but you are the only person in the world that speaks about it in the way that you do. Your unique voice is so powerful, and in utilizing that in building content for your brand is absolutely priceless. That's what can make your brand stand out from other folks that might be selling the same things. And I think that that's something that people can forget about sometimes. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the day-to-day and think that, oh, creating content, that sounds great and I wish I had time for that, but got other things to do. But really, the content that you're putting out there is what is going to create that sense of trust and understanding and community between your company and your audience. And there truly is, you can't place a value on that connection, but I could speak for days about how it connects to increase in sales and increased lifetime value of your customers and lowered customer acquisition costs, because when people see themselves in the content that you're creating, they will absolutely trust what you're putting out there. They want to turn to you for answers. And that's just a little bit about why it is that we feel so strongly about content being so important for brands. Even when you're just getting started, it's something that sometimes people can put on the back burner a little bit, and that's understandable. It it can be time consuming and can be challenging, and I think that some folks get a little caught up in thinking that they have to produce a particular type of content. But I want to kind of speak on that a bit and talk about how that's not necessarily the case. You might not necessarily be a writer, but you can speak off the top of your head, and you can, maybe you take great photos and you want to put together somewhat of a photo story of what's going on in your particular week or month, behind the scenes. Maybe you, rather than writing blog articles, maybe you like to do more long form content, perhaps like creating an ebook, or some folks like me, I love video content. I'm a visual learner, so I think that videos are a great way to connect. But some folks maybe choose podcasts or emails as their platform to how they connect with their customers. And all of those are phenomenal ways for you to get your voice out there, to get your creative thoughts out there, get your juices flowing, and to really speak to your audience. And I think once that's decided on, once you come to terms with like, okay, this is the type of content that I feel comfortable creating and I want to create it on a regular basis. Consistency is really, really key when it comes to organic content. So, I think creating things on a weekly basis is fantastic, but if that might be a little bit much for you, maybe every 2 weeks or something, maybe even monthly if it's going to be a little bit more in depth. But once that's decided, it takes such a weight off of you as an entrepreneur. There's so many decisions that you need to be making when you're starting a company or when you're running a company. And once you know, okay, this is the type of content that I want to make, I need to do this every week, you no longer feel like you are obligated to do something, and you get to pursue something that you actually enjoy doing, and that passion for that particular type of content that you choose is something that your audience will be able to see. They can feel that it resonates once you connect with what you're putting out there, and it's not something that you feel forced to do. I think there's so much value in that. So, we love content, huge fans of creating organic content for brands. And, if it might be something that you're feeling overwhelmed by, we can absolutely help with creating content strategies for your brand, coming up with a content calendar, and sort of that nitty-gritty details that might be something that's holding you back. So absolutely feel free to contact us anytime, and we would love to help and get you going, get you started on making some amazing content, and start putting it out there. Get those customers connected, make a community. It's phenomenal once it starts happening. So that's my little thought for today. I hope everyone's having a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.